touch the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water, water, like water, like water, like water. Water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. Empty your mind.
I'm thinking about using this song as my intro. All right, we got people coming in. It's the Nooner. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Who just showed up? I got my buddy Jose Garza. Who's this good-looking man next to Jose? Scott Hoof, thank you for being here, my friend. Appreciate you. Finance manager at Sterling Ford. Love it. Love to have you here. Thank you for being here. Marco Bernini just showed up. Nice, nice, nice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today, we are going to be talking about, I'm waiting for some people to show up, though. We're going to be talking about Shit Happens on the Nooner. How's everybody doing? Did you guys have a good weekend? Cool. Also, while we're waiting for a few more people to show up today, I'm going to drop a couple fun facts on you. What I did earlier was I Googled, man, who else just showed up? One more person just showed up. Welcome. I Googled August 17th, which is today, 1915, two historical events. There was a Category 4 hurricane hit Galveston, Texas with winds of 135 miles an hour. 100 years ago today, we had a big fat hurricane in Galveston, Texas, and also in 1915, Jewish-American Leo Frank is lynched for the alleged murder of a 13-year-old girl in Marietta, Georgia. Well, that's positive. Yeah, all right. Marco, you had a great weekend. Yeah, you did. I saw some good-looking watermelons you got going in your backyard there. So, hey, if anybody needs watermelons, reach out to my guy, Marco. Apparently, he's got a good crop. So, I'm going to get rolling today on the Nooner. Welcome. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. My name is David Bradley. I am a sales and marketing manager with Grant Cardone. We help companies and individuals increase production, usually to the tune of 15 to 30%, simply by helping them find and then handle missed opportunity. This works for companies and it works for individuals. If that is you, if you would like to see a 15 to 30% increase in production in your company or in your sales team or in your world, feel free to reach out to me and I can show you some ways to do that. I'm also the author of a book called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. If you are currently smoking cigarettes and are ready to kick the habit before the habit leads to you kicking the bucket, maybe you've tried a few times and failed, I have a solution for you and you can read all about it. You can go to my website, stopdon'tquit.com. And I am also the founder of a hashtag soon-to-be book called Richmans Gym, which is home-based strength and conditioning for strength of body, mind, and spirit. So today on the Nooner, I'm going to read to you a post I saw on Facebook that moved me. It's like, huh, right? So, and I'm not going to waste a lot of time talking about it. I'm just going to dig right into it. Okay, so the phrase that I saw, or here's the post. It says, shit happens in life. What really matters is how we handle the bad moments. Don't let it define you. Keep reaching for your happiness. Okay? Strong. Solid. Okay? I want to tweak it, though, just a little bit, and I want to add some power to it. I want to drop the shit happens part. Because if you think about it, I'm going to read it again without it, and then we'll talk about it. Okay? What really happens... leaving out the shit happens part. Just what really matters is how we handle the bad moments. Don't let it define you. Keep reaching for your happiness. Okay, that's all true. So, I mean, because look, it really does matter how we handle the bad moments and the good moments. I mean, that's completely true. How you handle it, and it's all up to you, right? And you don't want it to define who you are. It's a moment. It's not you. Okay, and you want to keep reaching for your happiness. And we talk about this in 10X. We just want to 10X everything, right? Super life. Okay, so you keep reaching and you never give up. Okay, so here's the problem with shit happens. I mean, what exactly does that mean? You know, when you think about it, shit happens. Well, the question I would pose is, why would you ever want to give power, that much power, especially to shit? Hey, somebody just tuned in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Why would you ever want to give that much power to shit? Now, this shit happens phrase used to be a huge part of my vocabulary. I'll admit it. I'm not ashamed of it. Shit happens, right? So then I started listening to Grant Cardone Live and another program called The Rules of Success. And I start hearing Grant say things like, you want to be at cause for what happens. Nothing happens to you, it happens because of you. Accept responsibility for everything. Assume control for everything. And a lot of us get all weirded out when we hear the term control, okay? It's not something to freak out about. If you don't control your car, you crash. Control is good. So it gets me thinking, like one of the reasons why I stopped smoking was I was tired of giving control over my mood and my day and my life to nicotine. I got sick of it. Like, this is stupid, man. I'm out. And I stopped. I want to be the effect of what happens in my day. I want to be the effect of what happens in my world, right? Don't you? So the problem with that, though, is that if we assume control for everything that happens, in the good, which is easy, hey, I did that, right? I'll take responsibility for the good stuff, but it means you got to take responsibility for the bad stuff. So when shit happens, that's on you. So the problem with this, though, or it's not really a problem, but what happens is that the part of us that isn't ready and doesn't want to fully accept responsibility for everything starts going off on these weird, like, Keanu Reeves, Ancient Aliens type things. You're like, well, wait a minute, bro. I mean, like, so what are you saying, man? If does that mean that the people that died on September 11th, like, they brought that on themselves? No, man, that's not true. That's not real. Wait a minute, man. Are you saying if I'm in a train wreck that I caused it? No, that's not what I'm saying. That's extreme. Okay? But what I am saying is that if you've been smoking for 15 years and you're tired of it, you're deciding to continue on. If you're in a bad, dysfunctional, negative relationship and you're staying in it, that's your decision to do that. Okay? If you're having a hard time selling your product, getting it out into the marketplace, getting people to say yes, getting more people on the phone, prospecting, dialing, take full responsibility for the bad stuff that goes with the good. Okay? So Grant talks about in GC Live, he says, hey, I got robbed twice. Both times they got their money. I got robbed twice. I've been robbed twice. Both times they got their money. And then he goes on to talk about how he decided to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. He was carrying too much money. He's my fault. My fault. So took me a while to wrap my head around that, but it wasn't too long after that I really stopped blaming other people for my situation, for my circumstance, for what happened in my life, and really started taking full responsibility for everything. I stopped pointing fingers, for sure, and most importantly, I became very aware of what was going on in my mind, what was happening up here, what that little voice continues to work on. Started taking control back from that too. And if you're wondering what little voice I'm talking about, it was the one that just went, what little voice? That one, okay? So here's the deal. What you think and what you say will become your reality, okay? And what you allow to penetrate your mind, that too will become your reality. And it's also what you believe from other people. If you think and you act as if shit happens, you know what's going to happen? Shit. Shit will happen. Guarantee it, okay? So you want to be mindful and you want to be very, very vigilant about what you're putting into your brain, what you're allowing in there, and also what you're putting out into the universe, okay? So there's some phrases you want to start working on immediately to remove from your vocabulary. And if you're already thinking of some, shoot me a message because I want to hear what you're thinking. Phrases you want to eliminate from your vocabulary. I want. That's truth. Thank you. I want. What happens when you want? You keep wanting and you never get. By saying, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, you're never in a place to be open to receiving. So switch I want, throw in I have. Start stating things as if they're already there, if they're already real, they're already happening. I mean, if you're following Grant at all, then Grant Cardone says you want to write your goals down twice a day, first in the morning, second again at night, and you want to write them down in present tense as if they're already happening. How much more powerful is it? How much more motivating is it? That's just the way it is. I hate it when people say, it drives me nuts when people say, no, it's not. Doesn't have to be. The way it is. It's a song, for crying out loud. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. It's not the way it is, and things can change. Okay? It is what it is. Goes right along with that. My tax guy told me that 2 years ago. Hey, it is what it is. I'm like, no, it isn't. Okay, we're going to get that handled. Okay? That guy pisses me off. You're going to give your anger, you're going to give control of your anger to somebody else? Don't let anybody control your emotions like that. You control your emotions. You're in charge of that stuff. Don't let someone else's behavior or your current situation limit you from the greatness that's already within you. This might be backwards, but it says you are greatness, don't fight it. Okay? And by saying shit happens, you're actually in a process of fighting the greatness. Replace I can't with I won't. That's going to be hard for some of you. It was hard for me. I can't stop smoking. No, I won't. I won't stop smoking. I can't go to the gym. No. I won't go to the gym. I can't spend more time with my family. I won't spend more time with my family. I can't make more phone calls. I won't make more phone calls. Take full responsibility for that. Replace I can't with I won't. See what that does for you. I challenge you. Okay? And speaking of can't, who told you can't anyway? Look, here's one thing that I believe fully. You don't have to be religious to grab a hold of this one, okay? The good Lord above, God, whatever God is to you, does not think in terms of limits, does not think in terms of shortages. If you just want to take the universe, there is no limit to the universe. It's ever expanding. It's all abundant. Okay? There are no limits and shortages. And when God thinks there's something missing, what does he do? He creates it. Okay? He created everything. So when you find something that's missing from your life, because God made man in his image, why can't you create it as well? So look, here's your nooner for today. I want you to start thinking with all of the different things. What are you hearing so far that you like? Send me a message, tweet out to me. Start thinking with all the ways you may give power and control to somebody or something else in your life. Okay? And start thinking with ways you can get it back. You can take it back because it's yours. Some people smoke too much. Some people drink too much. Some people do drugs. And some people eat too much. I mean, there's all these different ways that we give our control away. But that's your message today, is start looking for where are you giving away control? Where are you passing responsibility off to someone else when it doesn't belong over there anyway? Stop blaming. Stop making excuses. Take full control and full responsibility. So that's my 2 cents on shit happens. That was probably a little bit more than 2 cents. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about how to read a Grant Cardone book. There's 4 of them right now. How do we read these things to get the most out of it? That'll be my topic tomorrow. Hey, it looks like a couple people joined us at the end. If you missed this whole thing and you want to get caught up on it, you want to get the rerun, I'm putting these on YouTube. You can go to youtube.com/Cardone Solutions. Look for a playlist called The Nooner, and you can get dialed into it that way. Thank you so much again for participating, Marco and Jose. Appreciate you guys always being here. This has been great. Message me with what you got out of it, what it meant to you, how it helped or didn't help. If you've got suggestions for a nooner down the road, feel free to tweet them out to me. My Twitter handle @David R. Bradley. Thanks again. Appreciate you being here on the Nooner. Have a great week. It's Monday, man. Get it. Talk to you soon.